Landlords Podcast.
Awesome. All right. And we are live. Lord Cognito here, Iron Lord Podcast, Wasn'tGaming.net. And who is this fine gentleman that we have in the room of PAX West today?
Hello, I'm Brandon Sheffield, Creative Director of Demonschool.
Yeah, Demonschool. Let's get right into it. So, Demonschool.
Demonschool is an RPG with kind of friendship and horror elements, but it's more spooky than gory and terrifying. It's kind of for all our pastel goths out there who want something, who want something spooky but don't want like a jump scare.
Gotcha. So general narrative for those, again, new to the universe, the Demonschool universe, because one thing that really drew me to the game was I was getting a lot of Persona 1 vibes, Persona vibes,
sure.
But I don't want to impose that all the way on it, but I wanted to get like overall narrative kind of generalization of the narrative.
Yeah, so it's definitely got a Shin Megami Tensei vibe to it. Everybody here is on an island. The island has a university and a prison, and if you fail in the university, you get sent to the prison. And in this situation, demons are trying to come through to the human world. It's a dormant volcano, and so it has this conduit still to the underworld.
Gotcha.
And nobody has seen demons for hundreds of years. They kind of passed into the idea of myth and legend.
Myth and legend, okay.
But our main character, Faye, who is this one right here, she is the last in line of a long line of demon hunting family. So she still, at least on paper, understands how this stuff works. And we've got our tactical battle system here, which is essentially like movement equals action. So you move as far as your character allows and do whatever action is there. So this character, for example, she'll pass through enemies and debuff them so their defense is down.
Gotcha.
So like
she just debuffed.
She just debuffed this character.
So just by passing through.
Just by passing through.
Wow. That's cool.
So if I hit this demon, I do 1 damage. But if I hit the one that she debuffed for me, I do 2. I also did a combo with her by pushing it into her.
So we got some synergy also.
That's right.
Between some of the abilities of the move.
And this is our healer, Newt. And quite often healers aren't that useful. You keep them in the back. But in this case, if he heals someone who's already fully healed, who has full health, then he gives them an attack up buff. So now I can attack for 2 on this guy as well.
Nice.
I can go over here and take care of this guy.
I like that. I like that. Because generally, like you said, like healers, once the party is already full health, there's really no other
for them to
do.
do.
Yeah, so that's actually a really cool thing.
And so now you hit the action phase and you watch it all. Everything that you did plays out.
So again, the actions, then there's the action phase, and then it's a split again now, planning phase, action phase.
Now we're planning again. And so I can knock these 2 guys into each other, doing some more damage there. This guy is going to explode next turn, as you can see from these danger tiles. It's going to cause everyone to become dead. So I'm going to knock him over here. Oops, I hit myself. It's okay, it doesn't matter. He's poisoned. I can heal him up, but I've already fulfilled the victory conditions. I need to kill 5 demons, and I've done it. So next turn, I'm just going to step on the old victory tile.
It's really cool. Like I said, I've seen like and I like each individual person on the team. Are they like well, they're set in what they do individually?
They're set in what they do individually, so you kind of learn what they do. But there are also techniques that you can unlock that will change how they work. So Newt, as the healer, for example, you can alter his heal so that it will also poison demons. So whereas he couldn't attack before, now he can be like kind of a paladin style, doing a little healing, a little attack. Yeah. Yeah, and you do that with by spending the loot that you get from the battle. Then you unlock these techniques.
Got it.
Yeah.
So as far as the narrative, I know, like I said, we're talking about these positions, kind of like giving that same feel,
Yeah.
you know, would you say that the narrative is a big focus of this game, and that you guys try to really tell a really engaging story?
I mean, I hope we do. I hope we will. Yeah, I mean, in addition to the narrative itself, we have a lot of like little side things you can do around town that try to keep the world interesting. There's side quests. You can do any side quest you want before doing the main quest. The main quest moves time forward. And here we've got like a little side quest where Newt found some weird thing, and now we have a choice where we can decide which of our friends we want to ask, and it increases our relationship with them. So like our relationship meter goes up a little bit, and then that'll unlock additional story options with them and dating potential and things like
We
that.
got relationships with them.
Yeah. We could fish for demon fish here in our little fishing mini game. It's only within,
Shout out to the fishing mini game.
only within the demo. But yeah, you can go all over.
I'm going to back up a second, expound on those relationships.
Sure.
So again, I'm going to assume one, romantic relationships are available. Two, I want to know as far as the advantage of fostering those. You said kind of level some things up, but is there anything else, any other advantage to that synergizing?
Yes, those combo attacks that we were doing before, when we knock them into each other, as you level up relationships between two characters, their combo's strength increases.
Nice.
Yeah, so it gets you more story, it gets you more power, so it's cool to do. And going through another little story sequence.
More stuff like some art, but like it's real cool. Like, what kind of the inspiration behind the art stuff?
It was we've just changed time. Inspirations for the art style, actually we had a lot of inspiration coming from Italian horror films from the 70s. So like the lighting and the see if we can kind of give some examples of the stark, weird lighting and stuff that we have. And also from Japanese horror manga like Junji Ito and Uehiro Maruo and folks like that. That's why all our characters have like those big eyelashes and stuff.
I love it.
Yeah, and the whole world is sort of a mix of Japan and Northern Europe. So these houses are very reminiscent of the Faroe Islands near Iceland. And a lot of our characters have Georgian clothing characteristics.
It's a good meld of all these different things. It's really unique product. And I don't know, there's something about the art style that really is endearing to me.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very much so. Even the way the characters are animated in the dress and stuff like that. It takes me back to like a specific character.
Yeah, well, one of the things that we thought about a lot with this game is there's something that I like both about horror movies that have practical effects, and also about consoles like the Sega Saturn, which is where when you're doing
Saul will love that comment. Sega Saturn, one of our podcasts.
when you do something well on the Saturn, you can really see the effort that was put into it by the people that did it. Like they had to really work hard to make that happen. And similarly, in these old horror films, when they do some like somebody pulling out their guts or something, you're like, how did they accomplish that? And so with our mixture of 2D and 3D here, we kind of hope that will inspire. Oh, she got changed by the. Yeah, she got seven.
That's very brutal.
It's brutal, yeah. So we can break the chain by snapping it, yeah, so that she doesn't have to get hooked. What do we want to do? Yeah, I'm gonna Here, at least I'll knock him out a little bit. And, oh, here we go.
And I just wanted to clarify something real quick while you find it. These certain skills,
Those are action points.
those are all the action points.
Yeah, so how the AP system works is every character, their first movement costs 1 AP, their second costs 2, their third costs 3. Yeah, and you can always see underneath their avatar how much their current cost will be. So everybody's with 1 right now. Now I can also do some specials because I've unlocked I've built up our special meter. So Faye's special, if she kills an enemy with it, it costs 0 AP, which is very handy. Namiko does an area of effect that hits a lot of them simultaneously. Newt can heal. Oh, he doesn't have his special action right now, so we're not going to do it. But Destin can knock an enemy back as far as it'll go. But we've won, so we'll just watch all these specials go on. Fill the screen with art.
It's really cool because again, that planning phase, seeing what's about to do, and then seeing it execute out there.
Yeah.
When you said that the knockback mechanic, what are the advantages of knockback? Just to give you space? Is there any other tactical advantages?
Yeah, there's a bunch of things. So it'll give you space. Also, in the case of like those demons that explode, you can knock them away from yourself so they don't hurt you. You can also knock enemies into your friends, and that's how you do combos. That stuff's all pretty handy. And Namiko, who passes through enemies, she can also pull them into friends and make that happen. So maybe I should show you the boss.
Yes, I was just looking.
Yeah, I
What's the crowd should be cool?
gotta restart real quick.
Yeah, no worries.
And I'll bust through our cutscenes again, as much as it pains me.
As a person who respects narrative, I understand your frustration.
So in this
demo purpose.
right. In this scenario, what's going on is, we're maybe like 10% of the way through the game, and they're trying to figure out what all these rituals are that are going on around town. Also, everyone's losing their memories, except for them, and they're not really sure what that's about. But it feels like somebody's always one step ahead of them.
Okay.
And they're trying to mail some evidence off the island to get some help. But they just found out the mail's under someone else's control, and so they're going to try to make a move. Yeah. And so as they're about to make this call, unfortunately, additional things occur. What is actually happening here is that they don't know this yet, but the whole island is getting shut off from the outside world.
That's communicated.
Yeah,
Nice.
completely contained. And turns out that's what the rituals were for.
I love to shake it. We gotta handle it. Let's go.
So now we gotta go fight this guy.
Well, you correct off our postal system of excommunicating people.
Yes.
Let's go. Wow.
There's the boss's health.
Nice.
The boss tries to insta-kill us with fingers from above and drops the minions down to destroy us.
I get it. It's a feel, it's a vibe, and I'm digging the vibe right now.
Thank you.
Especially with boss encounters. I always feel like, when I play turn-based and I play JRPG and things like that, there's an emotionality to the boss encounter. And I really respect that. And especially, like I said, you got something that's really cinematically over the top, and some good music goes up. All right, so we do the combo. Okay.
We got the combo going. We'll do another one. Fill the screen with gold. Very nice. And so yeah, this guy.
He's just putting minions out on the field. He's just setting.
Yeah.
He is deploying.
He's deploying. So if I were standing there, I'd be dead.
Right. So that part right there is like you have to be lucky that you're not in the spots that he's.
Yeah. You have to get out of there. And this also is a danger zone. He's gonna punch anything that's in there.
Got it.
So we're gonna get out of there.
Get out of there.
And we're gonna. So because I hit his finger, he's gonna be open to attack right here. So, but I knocked a demon into his path, so let's see what happens to that.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Got
So
slammed.
again, that was the advantage there. I'm putting
Yes.
him in that dangerous space.
Yes.
Next turn, boom.
Indeed. She's in a little trouble.
Yeah, she's real tough.
Okay, good. I was worried they were going to attack her. She was just going to die immediately. But okay, let's, now we hit the eyeball. And now we actually do damage.
Damage him. Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's our opportunity.
So let's take care of these guys. So here's another example of how the knockback is helpful.
Okay.
So I'm hitting this demon out of the way so that now Newt can get over here to heal.
Nice.
Because previously that demon was blocking, he
Block the
couldn't
path.
get through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Got it.
Let's see.
We got to get her out of that, dude.
Oops, you're right. You're right. Okay, let's see. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my special, and it's not going to cost any AP that way. Then I'm going to do this. Okay, now
Nice.
we're in a little better business.
Gotta say, that hand is
Good
control.
save.
My turn-based instinct kicked in.
Yes, indeed.
Protect that cat.
Very good, yeah. And gonna punch there. If there had been any demons in there, they would have taken damage as well. Let's see if we can get some in there next turn.
So as far as like, I know we're looking at the boss set, but like, what are we looking like gameplay length for Demon School? Like, how long are we looking for as far as this type of adventure?
So we're still figuring it out a little bit, but probably around 20-something hours if you're only doing the main stuff.
quest guy.
And then if you're into the side quests, it'll be maybe twice that. So we'll see.
Now, should we get this boss on? Action phase and see. Starting fencing down.
Yeah. And so now we gotta wait for him to drop his fingers down again so that we can open him. But this time he's dropping 2. Oh wow, they just hit 3 once. That's a little late.
He's not grotesque looking at all.
That's right.
It's a normal day on the island. That's how it is.
Just a regular time. All right, so slam through here. Do that. This.
I'm rooting for Nuke. That's my guy.
He's a good fella. Okay, I want to knock them into there.
And he look like me, so I'm biased. Shout out to Nuke. Go.
Combo there. Knock that one into the.
Are we looking at more like special abilities, more combo abilities, more?
Yes.
And other party members? Or I was about to ask you that, like, well, this is our main, he's our main protagonist. These are our guys.
These are some of our main ones here, but there's going to be 15.
Oh!
Yeah.
We should stuff that in. 15!
Yeah.
Okay, and they could, we choose to have them meet in the party, they can join, we can swap out.
That's right. A lot of them are optional.
That's about those side questions we talk about too.
Yes, indeed.
They want to join the cause.
Yeah.
Those dudes gonna get it.
What's up, Happy Saturday from the
They're
World
gonna get
Series.
gone for sure.
Yes.
Come on by, try out our
Make it here.
amazing new
Yeah, I wanna kill this guy. Okay, because he was about to open the portal, to the human world,
Come on over.
but we don't want to let them in there.
Photo taken with Sherry, the hero of the game. She would love to give you
Right?
I love the little animated show.
Yeah, little
Come on by.
cut-ins, as we call them.
In the raffle, we're giving away an Xbox Series
See if we can stay alive. We got one more round.
Oh no! Now in the failed state,
Yeah,
she's out for the whole.
she's out for the whole round, but she'll be back. She'll be back alive after the battle, assuming we can.
Assuming
make
you
it
could
through.
win.
Yeah, because the way that this works is we're between the human and demon worlds right now. When we're fighting demons, we're in between those spaces. So if one person can make it back to the human world, they carry everyone's essence with them.
Okay, so we got that spirit.
Yeah, exactly. We got that spirit.
Okay.
That is great. Tom goes in a danger he healed himself. I used his special, which heals him fully. So, so he's all right now. At least for the time being. He's gonna take a little damage.
Spooky.
Bam, bam. All right. Let's see what we can do. Gotta hit this thing. It's a little hard to see. I can knock him into the finger. Duke can take care of this one. Do I still have any luck? Okay, you know what? I want to use my special on it. Let's go. And now we've used everything pretty much.
That was good. Finger. Right, took the dudes and hands down.
Oh, did I stand in the danger zone? Oops, I did.
Oh!
I left her in there. I left her in there.
Uh-oh.
She got blasted.
And it's getting spooky.
Well, we
now.
still got Newt. Still got Destin. We can make it. We only have one hit left to go.
There's an upcoming game from Road, and we're going to
hit
do a
him.
live demo of it right
That's gonna be it.
now. By the developer himself,
That's strong.
come on by the booth, gather around.
So yeah, each boss has its own kind of gimmick, and then those gimmicks get introduced into regular battles later on after you beat the boss and you've learned how to do it. And that's pretty much the
Demonschool.
Yeah.
Very, very promising title. I can totally see a lot of Tekken fans, a lot of Persona fans really going to get into this. And what are we looking at platform-wise and release?
It'll be all consoles and PC and next year sometime. So sometime 2023. This is one of the characters that you unlock later.
Nice, nice. Look, a lot of potential there. Really excited. Our audience is going to see it. Again, an absolute pleasure to have you in the realm talking about Demonschool. Check this out, man. Demonschool, a lot of potential JRPG fans, turn-based fans. Check it out. Iron Low Podcast, lose the game without that.